Hello, my name's Paul Ainsworth and I'm going to show you the quickest and best way for the most perfect scrambled eggs. This is a classic method. I've only ever used this method, which I learned working at Royal Hospital Road for Gordon Ramsay, and it was, for me, just the best way I've ever seen scrambled eggs made. This way is slightly unusual but works every time. So you start with a cold pan, no heat into the pan. I'm using the most amazing Ewe rich yolk eggs. So I'm going to make a nice hearty portion, probably going to use 4 eggs. I like to kind of just tap the egg with a knife. So we're just going to crack our eggs whole. So I'm going to start off with a good generous amount of butter. So we're going to put sort of about 30 grams of butter in at this stage. Now we turn on the heat. Now, a little tip, try not to play around with it too much. Try not to, keep on stirring for the sake of stirring. But I do recommend stay close to the pan. Maybe get the toast on. Maybe do quick, simple things, but don't leave them for too long. We're starting to get the white round the edge to cook, and we just gently stir. And what's happening is the butter is melting in. But as you'll see, 3 of my yolks are still intact, and that's fine because it doesn't matter if they don't break up until later. That's what's given us that lovely texture to our scrambled eggs. Another top tip, you'll notice I'm not seasoning at this stage. So unlike an omelette where you want to whisk the eggs, it's quite quick, you're in, because again, you want to set it to fold it, you want to get that seasoning in there straight away. Not with scrambled eggs. With scrambled eggs, because the process, or certainly how I'm showing you how to cook them, is a lot slower, what we don't want is that salt kind of breaking the eggs down too much, creating any excess moisture that we don't need. So you'll see now our butter's melting and we're starting to slowly scramble these eggs. And that really is the key word, just nice and slow. And then we're just going to have some good quality pepper, some lovely sea salt, and some chives. Optional, but I absolutely love chives with scrambled eggs. We're starting to get that heat right the way through the eggs. And again, just using your Maurice, your spatula, just to keep turning them ever so gently, just to kind of keep the heat even through the eggs. So I'm on quite a low heat here. And what I would say we're about a minute away. I'm going to turn that heat right down now because I've got that lovely residual heat in the pan. Now I'm going to add about half of that again. So we're probably going to add about 10 grams, 8 grams of butter in there. Twist of pepper and scrambled eggs, just amazing. Now I'm using salted butter, so remember as well, just a pinch of salt, you can always add more. At this stage, I'm gonna, it's lovely fresh chives, I absolutely love it. You haven't got to do that, that's personal preference. Something for me about chives in a lovely buttery sauce when you're making like a beurre blanc to go with fish, or when you're adding them to scrambled eggs. One final taste. The chive, slightly salty, the pepper, but it's the yolks. Those yolks are sensational. And that, just on your toast, like that. Cooked beautifully, just falling down like that. That, right there for me, is the perfect scrambled egg.